May I request the third speaker from the team against Kevin Shah to please take the screen?
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you very much, honorable judges, learned opponents, and virtually all my friends. Here's greetings for the festive season from Kevin Shah. At the onset, let us get one clear-cut distinction between a hero and a celebrity. A person can become popular for numerous reasons. For example, an ordinary citizen saves a child from drowning and becomes a local hero. It is possible that the media may then cover such a story, making the hero popular. People quote of such heroic folks as worthy examples of society, making the hero popular. And in that reportage, there is an absolute alignment between the deed and its meaningful popularity. There is also an absolute harmony between the popularized person, the media, and the people that consume these news. So far, it's all hunky-dory and there is no debate here. But let us understand, nobody can be forced to remain popular. And so, like anything else in the world, popularity too must eventually fade unless the fame is somehow sustained beyond its expected utility. Then the person has inevitably allowed herself or himself to become a person of public interest, arthat, a celebrity. From the celebrity's viewpoint, it's a sweet cycle. First of fan feeding and later on fan following. This, respected judges, can be the point of inflection. The distinction being, people need heroes to find meaning in their lives. However, celebrities need people to justify their high status. Now, being a public figure means that the voyeuristic public is keen to scrutinize how the celebrity thinks, speaks, acts, and behaves, real and perceived. It's a full package deal. It comes with everything. It's good, the bad, the ugly, and the mad. And the alert media watchdog is the link between the people and their celebrity. And should the celebrity or anyone in their immediate circle of influence indulge in some untoward manner or be perceived to use their celebrity status to influence opinions or garner personal gains, they will be questioned by the media. And failing to satisfy, they must vacate their coveted celebrity status gracefully, or they shall be felled and replaced with the next new deserving celebrity. There is nothing unfair about it. And in that, excesses, if any, are the exceptions. No different than an odd trader indulging in some over inventory, or an errant policeman resorting to that extra lathi charge, or the act of judicial overreach by some overzealous judge in some corner. Repeat, these are exceptions and not the norm and not the system, definitely. So you can't blame the whole system for one errant journalist here or there. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in the final reckoning, the law of natural selection prevails. The media can only give what the public wants, because the people are spoiled for choices and would reject any media house that is not performing or meeting their expectation and should change their loyalty very easily. Last and the loudest, my worthy opponents may please note that the rules of the game are unique to each era, firmly birthed in not only the technologically advanced tools available at the time, but also the socio-cultural and socio-political mindset prevalent at that time. And so those who question if the media's measures up to their personal standards are best advised to get real and recalibrate their measuring tape first. Else, to question the fairness of the media's method using some old tools is itself unfair to the public serving media. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. You spoke for 4 minutes.